Over the last few months, the SwissBorg token has rallied over 350%, but we haven't seen anything yet. I posted a YouTube short on this channel a few weeks ago when SwissBorg was just 30 cents, explaining why it's my #1 crypto holding and why it's going to pump so much higher. Well, now it's around 60 cents, it's double what it was back then, and it's ready for its next leg up, and it's ready for new all-time highs. And in this video, I'll show you why it's going to pump, and I'll show you how high it can possibly go. Let's go. I first started investing in SwissBorg back in 2020. So around here on the chart, around 2 cents. The reason I started investing in it was pretty simple. The SwissBorg app was amazing back then. It was smooth and it had a good on-ramp and off-ramp for UK clients. I first got invested in crypto in 2017 and I was using Coinbase. As you know, Coinbase is one of the worst platforms that you can use. Awful platform. Maybe cover that in some other videos. But yeah, I used SwissBorg and straight away I knew how good the SwissBorg app was. It was so easy to use, it was so smooth. I could tell my friends to use it, I could tell my family to use it. It was amazing. As you can see here, proudly engineered in Switzerland. It had that feel. This is back in 2020. This is a long time ago. Only a few years after the ICO, the app was up to this spec. So when I was using it, I was like, wow, there is nothing else in the market like this app. I was using Coinbase, I was using Binance. There was a lot of other apps back then, Changely, but nothing compared to SwissBorg. Everything about it, the user experience, how smooth, easy, clean it was. So back then, I started to use the SwissBorg app for most of my portfolio. That's where I done all my investing. And by using the SwissBorg app, I could get access to a better account by upgrading my account. And what it was back then was you could lock up 50,000 tokens and it gets you cheaper fees, higher interest rates. So it was a bit of a no-brainer back then to get a premium account. So I got the premium account around here, around 2, 3 cents, 5 cents, 9 cents, 10 cents, round about then, and locked up 50,000 Borg. Kept accumulating Borg because I was like, this app is a no-brainer. It's gaining users all the time. This is going to perform well in the bull run, because the other coins that I was investing in, like Binance BNB, other exchange tokens, they were performing well also. They just made sense. They were a cryptocurrency that had a point to them. They had a use case. They had utility. There was a reason for people to buy them. There was value behind it. It wasn't just speculation. You could buy the tokens and then it could get you a premium account. This was basically just like premium banking in the crypto world. So it made sense. But then over the course of the next few months, the price started skyrocketing. So I was buying down 2 cents, 4 cents, 6 cents, 10 cents, and it shot up to, it says $1.35 here, but it was actually higher than that. So if we check on TradingView, we can see that from October, November 2020, we're down around 6 cents, all the way up to, it shows on TradingView, $1.60, which is 2,600% in that short space of time from November to April. Crazy gains. But if we go further back, the gains were even more crazy. So the end of 2019, 2020, it was down at 1 cent. A year later, it was 15,000% gains. So it was insane gains in the token back then. And as you'll notice as well, this is a big lesson in crypto. SwissBorg ICO'd back in 2018, 2017, and it crashed 99.9%. It was one of the worst performing tokens in the entire market back then. But it wasn't a speculation play. It was a real product. It was a real working app that people were using. There was a reason for this crypto to exist. It was a wealth management app. So although I never got to see SwissBorg, I'd never heard of SwissBorg back in 2019, or else maybe I would have invested in it. I seen it around March 2020, and that's when I started investing. And back then I did start a crypto community, and my community made insane gains. My friends made insane gains. My family made insane gains. Everyone that I knew made insane returns from Borg, and it felt good. It felt really good because there was a reason for it. This wasn't a meme coin. This was a real company. It was a real company with real users. As we can see here, 900,000 users. I think this is maybe closer to 1 million users today. It's licensed, it's regulated, it's got $2.2 billion in assets. This was a really good call. And then after the crypto market peaked in April 2021, it's seen a big drawdown, like the same drawdown that it's seen back in 2017, less than it fell in 2017. The drawdown from 2021 to its low was 94%, not 99.9% like it's seen 4 years prior. And then during this time in here, from 2022 all the way through to 2025, I've been accumulating hard. I'm going to tell you my #1 crypto pick. That crypto is SwissBorg CHSB. The price of SwissBorg at the time of recording this video is 12 cents. So as we can see, posting that I'm buying SwissBorg at 12 cents in 2023, and then posting another video in 2024 buying at 20 cents, saying that this is my biggest investment in this crypto market. Fast forward to today, Borg has done 450% from the 12 cents video, and it's done 240% since the 20 cents video. But I'm not investing in SwissBorg to get 400% gains. No way. I'm investing in SwissBorg to get serious gains. $4, $5, $6, which from the bottom, which was 12 cents, we posted that video, more than 5,000% ROI. The last build run we did over 10,000% ROI. This build run over 5,000% ROI. I'm happy with that. So quickly, we're going to have a look at why SwissBorg has got the power to reach $5, which is another 10x from here. And then I'm going to show you how possible and how easy, if I can say that, how easy it is to achieve this for SwissBorg. But let's have a quick rundown on Borg. The token itself, we've spoke about the app. Why is the token so powerful? Borg is the token at the heart of the ecosystem. At the center here, we've got cashbacks. So Borg has a cashback reward system, which is just new. This has just been implemented. So if you are a certain tier, let's say you're a gold tier where you lock up 10,000 Borg tokens. So I did mention at the start of the video, I locked up 50,000 tokens in the past. This got me access to premium account. Well, the structures have changed now, and now you can lock up 10,000 tokens for a gold premium access. That gets you 50% cash back on fees, yield boost, gold access to alpha vaults, voting power, market insights, and ecosystem rewards. So there is heavy incentives for users to lock up tokens, and when they lock up tokens, that locks up supply. What this does by locking up tokens, by having hundreds of thousands of users locking up tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of tokens, that locks up the majority of the supply, and that has great benefits to the token price. But there is another big thing about these buybacks. Previously in the SwissBorg app, you would do a transaction, you would make a transaction, SwissBorg would get a fee, that's it. You pay the fee for the transaction. However, now that fee that is generated, instead of SwissBorg keeping that fee as the fee, like they should, they're using that for these buybacks and these cashbacks. So depending on what tier you are, say you bought Bitcoin, you paid a $10 fee. In the past, that $10 was gone. However, now, if you're a gold member, that $10 fee, you're going to get $5 of that fee back in cashback. And the beauty is that cashback comes in Borg. Now, those Borg tokens don't come from a treasury, they come from the open market. So the $10 fee that was just generated, the 50% that you get back, SwissBorg buy that Borg from the open market with your fee and give you it back in Borg. Now, the power behind this is that all of that buying volume is coming from the open market. It's not coming from a treasury, it's not coming from some fund offshore, it is coming from the open market. And what that does, if there is 900,000 users on the app, every single transaction that is done, they then use the fee, a percentage of that fee, to buy Borg from the open market and give it back as cashback. So the buy pressure on the Borg token is unimaginable. The thousands of percent higher buy volume from this one change to the SwissBorg ecosystem is insane. Now, my price predictions, price target for Borg has always been $5, but this throws a spanner in the works because this has never been in the plan based on my previous analysis, my previous thesis. So there is a chance that SwissBorg can way surpass my $5 target. If it does, fantastic. But this new introduction of this buyback is just insane. The difference that it's going to make in generating buy volume from the open market is unimaginable. Now, that's not to say that it is all sunshine and rainbows, because when people get that cashback, some of those people, they want to realize those cashbacks, so they might sell the cashback that they receive and go into dollars to realize those cashbacks. But the idea is that, let's say you're a platinum rank and you earn $100 in cashback or 184 Borg in cashback. Your $100 is going to stay $100 and it's going to go down with inflation. So is it worth switching back into dollars to realise them in dollars, or is it worth holding on to the Borg? Because if there's a lot of buy pressure on Borg, if the price of Borg is going up, that 184 Borg could be $1,000 rather than $100 if it's in cash. So yeah, there will be some sell volume on the token as well. It's not just all buy pressure from everywhere, because the buy pressure is being distributed as cashback rewards, so people will naturally go back into cash to realize those rewards. But when the token is going from 50 cents to $1 to $2 to $3, and people are getting Borg tokens that are going up in value, people don't really want to sell those tokens because they're going up in value. There's a dynamic there that's going to happen in the market when we see the buybacks start, which at the time of recording this video, they are started now. The first buyback should be happening right now. So not only is the tokens being locked up making the supply less, the paying out cashback is making the demand more. So you've got it being pulled at both ends. To make a token price go up, you want less supply. To make a token price go up, you want to have more demand, and both of them are happening at the same time. It's a perfect storm, let's say, for price appreciation in this asset. So you've got the cashbacks, you've got earn Borg rewards, you've got loyalty ranks, you've got governance, you get exclusive deals, alpha deals, you can join Pegasus, which is an exclusive club for high net individuals. We can see here some data on Borg. So right now it's 58 cents, which is nice. Only a month ago it was down around 20 cents. So a big price increase, but I don't think that people have really clocked on yet to the magnitude of these changes that are happening on the SwissBorg ecosystem right now. They are live, they are happening right now. From these changes, these buybacks and cashbacks, it's going to transform these numbers incredibly. There's 159,000 Borg holders currently at the time of recording this video. However, when the cashback starts, the 900,000 people that are on the app, say 600,000 of those users are trading. Those 600,000 users are distributed Borg from cashback. So this 159,000 holders is going to go to 600,000 holders. Again, another enormous shift in the numbers. Currently, right now, there's 37% of the supply is locked. I'm a numbers guy, and these numbers are just unbelievable to me. That's why it's my number one holding. The numbers get me going. So here we can see the buybacks, which I've just explained on the app. Every trade unlocks cashback on fees ranging all the way up to 90% in order to execute Borg buybacks directly from the market. And then we can just see a bit of a market comparison here. So we've got the likes of SwissBorg's token at $600 million. Then we've got Binance at 182 billion. This is just a look at some other ecosystems. We've got Crypto.com, which is an awful exchange. If you're ever going to avoid an exchange, use any except Coinbase and Crypto.com. A lot of dodgy things have happened on Crypto.com. That's for another video. I know a lot of people who lost a lot of money on Crypto.com. So ecosystems, we've got Uniswap, $8 billion, more than 10x SwissBorg. But is $5 possible? That sounds crazy. That would mean it's over 5,000% return on investment. Well, if we have a look now at the fully diluted valuation, $575 million. So for the token to 10x from now to $5.80, that would put the token price at $5.7 billion in market cap. So $5.7 billion. How does it compare to the rest of the market? So as we can see here, BNB is 175 billion. For SwissBorg to 10x, we only need 5. So let's go further down the list. We can see Cardano, a blockchain that no one's ever used, $30 billion. Go further down, we've got Hyperliquid. Big fan of Hyperliquid. That should be higher in valuation in my opinion. $14 billion. But if we go further down again, we can see Litecoin again. A blockchain that no one's ever used, a cryptocurrency that no one's ever used, $10 billion. Can we go further down? We've got Mantle again. We've got Shiba Inu, a literal meme token. Toncoin, Polkadot, and we've got Kronos, which is Crypto.com's token. It's $6 billion valuation. Uniswap, $5 billion. And then we've got Trump's scam token, World Liberty at $5 billion. So with the likes of Kronos, Uniswap, Trump's scam token, OKX coin, so we've got a few different platform coins in here. Is it unrealistic for SwissBorg to be in there with 1 million users, with almost 1 million token holders? Is it unrealistic? Absolutely not. It's a conservative target, I would say. We could even be up here. $7 billion, $8 billion, $10 billion. The top fibs between $6 and $7. Conservative targets, $45. Easy peasy targets, in my opinion. Yeah, around $2 to $3. But if you compare with the likes of some of these tokens in the market, you can see that those targets, those $5 targets, $6, $7 targets are very, very realistic. And before we wrap up, I'll share some tweets that I've been putting out recently. We've got this major level here which broke. The last time we've seen a bull flag accumulation breakout, we've seen 180% rise. Currently right now we're at 58 cents. cents. Another breakout of this bull flag accumulation would take us up to around $1.50, which would be previous all-time high territory. After there, it's price discovery. That's when it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 very quickly. When it's in price discovery, it moves very quickly. And here we can see posted at this level here, 33 cents, saying, are you ready for this? And then there was the breakout. The breakout occurred and SwissBorg has finally set sail. You've had years to accumulate this token. Since 2022, you could be accumulating this token around 10, 20, 30 cents max. Now we're up at 58, 62 cents, and the buybacks haven't even started yet. The time of recording this video, it should be happening right now. So that's why SwissBorg is my #1 crypto investment. That's why I think SwissBorg can see $5, which would be 5,000% gains for those who have been buying with me over the last few years, and some of my reasons why. If you haven't got a SwissBorg app yet, there's a link down below for it. Get you €50 free Bitcoin when you use the link free.finance. That's all from me. See you in the next one.